Hi, welcome back to Shadow Phoenix Tarot. And I just wanted to let everybody know that I've had a lapse for a couple of weeks in loading content to the page. I have had historically some pretty big misalignments and blocks in my root chakras, the lower three. And a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, I got some work done on them with Reiki and different healing energies from a practitioner. And for the first time ever, I feel like I'm really aligned in those areas, and I've really been experiencing health in those areas, connectedness, creativity, empowerment, and it's really thrown me for a loop as far as how to integrate that experience and just be present and in my body for it, and then also how that affects my creativity and my flow with tarot readings and whatever else. I have taken a huge turn deeper into manifesting and learning about that and working on that. I would like to teach one day and maybe coach on that. I would really love to do videos on that to help people. And so there may be some of that coming up. If you guys are interested in anything in particular, let me know. I think that's a big part of it, is I really want to be useful to people. I'm having a great experience, but the content for YouTube, I want other people to feel like is useful for them and enjoyable for them too. So that's where I've been, and I really don't know what's going to be coming up. It's going to be new and fun and creative and expansive, but beyond that, I really can't say. So I thought what I would do is do some readings for today. Get started maybe with readings for elements, air, water, fire, and earth, and do that. So what am I going to do? Let's start with fire. And I'll probably do, maybe I'll do them all in the same video and just make a big, long, epic video. Okay, there we go. No, it's too many. Okay. Kind of seeing a cross spread. So let's do a cross spread for fire energies. Just some messages today that are coming through, or whenever anybody sees them, it's the right time. Whenever you see it, it's going to be the right time for you, okay? Split these up. Center card is Seven of Wands. Past card is Strength reversed. Future card is Lovers reversed. Beneath you is Two of Swords, and above is King of Cups. Well, these major arcana is reversed. I'm really not liking that, and I'm not quite sure what that is about. So the Strength card is reversed. The Lovers is reversed. Strength is past. Lovers is the future position. We'll come back to that. So that's number 9. Is that 11? Number 11 and number 6. Okay. In the center is Seven of Wands, which is like this bright light shining and really being able to overcome, have victory, have a place of shining out. Definitely like a very solar plexus chakra, you know, this yellow energy of being bright, saying, here I am, and this is my truth, this is my light, this is, you know, what I'm about, what I'm here to say, and being able to hold that energy, be able to hold that space. So I feel like this is a really positive card. It's a really positive message for people who are resonating with this. And it's almost like maybe you've had some struggles with the strengths, you know, your own personal stuff, maybe some struggles with lovers and connections and having pairings with people. And I feel like you're creating some space for yourself between these, I guess, difficulties or challenges to say, time out, you know, I'm going to direct, very much like a fire sign would, to say, I'm going to direct this. Everybody pause. Let me get some space for me here. Underneath you have a decision to make, and it could be about the reversals. You have Strength and Lovers on either side, so you definitely have some decisions to make. There's some choices, there's some balancing. And this card has, the Two of Swords has almost like an eclipse on it. There's the sun behind it, and it looks like it's being eclipsed by the moon. It's not a dark card. There's some light coming through. There's some color coming through. And again, this one also is very orangey. So I was just got done talking about like solar plexus and sacral chakra. This orange and yellow energy about here I am, here's my fire, here's my creativity, this is what I choose, this is what I'm enacting. And I think that this message in the Two of Swords is that you are the creator. You are taking that step. You are making the decision. You're not putting that decision off on somebody else. And you're taking your own power back to say, I'm making this decision and I'm asserting out into the world what I want to do. Above you on your mind is the King of Cups. So you have a male figure or a father figure, a masculine energy that's emotional, connected, mature, and you are trying to take this decision and where you are with some, like with all of your resources. You're utilizing your emotional skills, you're tapping into your emotion, and you're bringing together all of yourself to be able to make this decision. And you have on your mind your emotional health, where you're at, your emotional stability, just like you're creating space and room for your emotions too. And again, depending on a lot of fire signs, sometimes that can be a challenge or it's not something that we typically do. So you are actually really taking into account emotional and spiritual vibrations. And again, it's the king in a definitely like more masculine way to put that forward. I'm going to do some more cards on why is the Strength reversed. Ace of Cups and the Moon. So the Strength card is reversed because normally what this is, it's about, the Strength card is connecting with yourself and it's having personal power. Your own personal, which again, it also goes back to this Two of Swords, having your own personal sense of power, being able to control yourself, being able to direct yourself to get the ends that you want, and being able to harness your power to be able to accomplish something. And there's a lot of going inward, even though it is a very fiery card. The Moon is this emotional element as well as the Cups, the Ace of Cups. So there's some emotions that you're struggling with. And the Moon makes me think that either you're attempting to figure out what you feel or you are disconnected from how you're feeling, maybe in denial to a certain degree or not fully comprehending how you're feeling. You've been trying to kind of figure that out, but there's been an emotional catch, an emotional hang up on you fully taking the Strength, and that's why it's reversed, is because you haven't been able to fully get in touch with it and access it, and that's why the Strength card is reversed. So you have been acting from a point of strength, but there was just a hitch there. This King of Cups on that is on top of the reading makes me feel like this is something that you have resolved, but just indicating that for a time there was a block, and it looks like you learned the lesson that was being presented to you about how to integrate emotion, how to bring that forward, and so to me, this is a confirmation that whatever emotional blockages you are having or whatever, and it doesn't have to be, it could just be like misalignment or just not feeling truly connected or not having understanding. So whatever that was about has been resolved. Let's see about this Lovers reversed. The Devil reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. A lot of aces too down here. So the Devil reversed, there's a relationship, the first thought, of course, is romantic, but not necessarily. It could be any kind of important partnership that you have, that you are going to prevent from being a match because of this Devil energy. It is not healthy. There is like a start that didn't occur. This person is not willing to give it a try in a new way. They're not willing. They want to stay in this old relationship dynamic. You're willing and wanting to move it forward, but they're not. And so you're like, no, this is not happening. I'm not going to continue dealing with this devil energy because you're not willing to grow. And it's like the relationship could be salvaged if they would, but because they're not, you're not even willing to have the conversation, which I feel that it feels like very freeing. It feels good that this Lover's card is reversed, because I think that's the healthier path in this particular scenario. It's healthier to not meet up with people and not be in their vibration if it's low, if it's damaging, if it's hurtful, if it's dysfunctional. You know, you are elevating yourself just by the fact that you're saying no to things that don't work for you. And that's really healthy. And that brings me back to this Two of Swords, of you making a decision and you shining this light to say, this is what I'm about. It's not an offensive maneuver. It's not aggressive. It's not violent. It's just speaking your truth really loudly and very clearly, very unequivocally, leaving no room for anybody to be guessing about what you're about. It's not harsh. It's not mean. It's not cold. It's not selfish. There's nothing low energy about it, but you're just very clearly saying, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing. And if this relationship is going to hold me back, and if this relationship is going to be unwilling to have a new start and a new foundation to it, then I'm not going to play count me out. I really like that. Okay, so I feel like this is good. You've had some disconnection with your emotions. You're working on gaining your strength. You did gain your strength. Now you have a decision. You're taking those emotions into account. And you have the Lover's reverse, which is, I am now, because of this growth and me speaking my truth, I'm not going to be a part of partnerships and alliances that are bad for me. I'm refusing to participate in dynamics that aren't good for me. So what you are choosing, this is kind of like, okay, so we know what you're saying no to. Now I want to know what is happening. What are you going towards? What are you attracting? What are you saying yes to? That is Eight of Swords. And the way that I'm interpreting that, especially in light of this read, is that you are setting yourself free. You are standing up and you are setting yourself free. And look at this card. This is a butterfly chrysalis. And this butterfly is going through a transformation. The traditional Rider-Waite card is a woman who's tied up and bound and can just simply walk away. And this card is much more about growth and transformation and bringing you into the Strength card. So you're going to be going through not just setting yourself free, but you're doing it from the inside out. You're doing it vibrationally. You're doing it with your own self-love, your own self-care. And it's going to be a true freedom because it's not surface-oriented. It's not just a 3D, I'm creating space and I'm just going to work on, like surface communication skills. Like you're truly having a transformative experience in the core of who you are, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm loving this reading because this is so powerful. It's so powerful and very self-empowering. This person's not asking for permission from people, from others, from counselors, from mom, dad, from anybody. This is somebody who knows who they are and is going towards what they want, and they're making it happen. They're doing the inner work. They're not taking the easy way out. They're not just doing surface stuff, trying to control other people to make themselves feel better. This person, you are actually really, truly doing transformative work inside yourself, and you are literally elevating yourself and growing, evolving, doing the lessons, doing the growth, clearing the karma. You're doing the stuff here. So, okay, so we know what we're free from. I would still like to see what you're going into. No, that's just a few too many. What are you going into? I feel like there's a little bit more here. I wanted to leave you on a good note because this is a ton of change. This is a ton of, you're doing it though. You're keeping up with the process. A lot of people get seasick. When they have a lot of change, a lot of interchange, or a lot of evolution, they can get really, changing out those ego structures can be hard work. And you're doing it, and I want to see what this is leading to. I want to see what kind of positive stuff you're creating in this. probably going to be different for every person because you're self-actualizing yourself, and every yourself is a different person. You know, like I'm doing this video for the masses, so to speak. So really it's just about you. Here we go. Father of Wands. Okay. Love this for fire signs. So again, this is just about you stepping more into who you are and your power. Definitely about becoming more impassioned, more connected to your passion, your mission, connected to yourself, and connected to your energy, connected to your own source and what that looks like for you, and separating that from, you know, what it's supposed to look like. Whatever it's supposed to look like, or what you've been told it's supposed to look like, you're letting that go, and you're now going to be going inward and moving outward as a growth pattern. I love that this is a viper. This is a cobra. So this is a poisonous snake. He's got his hood out, and this snake is all about protection, creativity, absolutely, but also about protection and about owning his own space, owning his space, owning his territory, keeping himself safe. And it's okay that there's fangs here. He's not just out here, you know, biting people for the heck of it, but this person has learned their lesson from this devil energy and from people who are low vibration and want to keep them down. And this person is not about letting that happen anymore. They're going to be speaking their truth and following their own path. I like that. There's also the lightning bolt there, which is red and orange. So a lot of connectedness, a lot of fire energy. Okay, anything else that's going to go with this Father of Wands and the Eight of Swords? What we're going into, what's coming up, what we're saying yes to. Any other messages? No, don't think so. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, well, maybe last one. Ten of Wands and Princess, Daughter of Pentacles. So this is lovely. This is very lovely. Being able to have completion with that Ten of Wands and also that Daughter of Pentacles, having, I just love the fawn. Just a connection to yourself, connection to the earth, gentleness, a really light, bright, gentle energy, and being able to have words and messages and communications that are going to be very gentle, grace-filled, very kind. And I think a lot of people would see these two energies as being very disparate, but they're not, because when you know that you are a viper and that you can strike, you can defend yourself, you can say what you need to say, you know your truth, you can tell people to back it up when they're getting in too close. Now you as a person have the security and confidence to be able to be vulnerable, to be sweet, to be kind, to be gentle, because you can come back to being that cobra at any time you need. And so this really soft, feminine, earth princess energy, this Page of Pentacles, with the rainbow, is just so bright, so healing, so beautiful, so gentle and nurturing. And if you've been wanting to let that side out, you now can. You're safe to do that because you have the skills, because of this Father of Wands, this Seven of Wands about speaking your truth, and this Strength card. You know, you have the inner resources, you have the assets, you have the skills that you need to do all of that safely. And then anytime you need to, you can flip that switch back, frankly. So I love this reading. This was really great. Thank you, fire signs. Hope you guys enjoy that. All right, so 8:30, so 19:30, we're 20 minutes into it. All right, so let's do one for air. I'm going to do a shuffle here. Some air energies. Okay, air energies. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Did I say that in the right order? Okay. Air energies. What's going on for the air energies? What messages do we have for them? Okay, we got 1, 2. Oh, well. Hermit and a 4 of Cups. I guess we're going to do jumpers for this one. And I really don't know what spread we're going to do because I don't know which of those came out first. So, okay. Nope, that's too many. All right, air signs, you're all over it. I feel this air energy flinging them out. They're flying. They're flying through the air at me. What else do you want to hear, air signs? This one. 6 of Pentacles. Love that one. A lot of earth energy for you guys right now. A lot of feminine energy. 2 hermits. A hermit, which is Virgo, which is the earth energy. And Pentacles. And then Cups. So you guys are really... Here we go. 6. Okay. Son of Swords. There we go. There's some air energy. I got that Knight of Swords. You guys aren't going to be doing nothing without him, huh? Oh, gosh. So we have 10 of Wands. 10 of Swords. What am I talking about? 10 of Swords. Yikes. You guys. 4, 5 of Wands. Okay. So we're looking... good on the top and on the bottom. It's kind of nasty. What's going on with you guys, huh? Okay. Well, definitely have endings, ugly ones, heartbreak. These endings are final. Okay, so whatever it is, it's over. It's done. And definitely feeling sad about it. Definitely feeling like something's spoiled and there's a fly in the ointment. You are probably not letting on to the outside world, if anybody, how hurt you feel right now. I don't feel like you were actually damaged. I feel like you're really in connection with yourself right now. And because of this, this hermit, and I love the turtle, he's got his star, he's got the light on top of his shell, he's going inside. You're withdrawing into this protective shell, and I think that's a really wise move for you right now. You're intuiting that it's time for a step back, time for a timeout. And I've had some hard stuff go down that I'm not super psyched about, and I need to just call a timeout, get centered, okay? This 5 of Wands is definitely about the conflict around this ending and this, I don't know, it's like a situation that went sour, like a bad breakup or like a rift between friends, could be something with family, like it's just something went down with a relation, specifically a relationship, not even a situation, but there's a relationship. Again, if it's family, it could be more than one. The 6 of Pentacles is here. I'm going to throw some more cards on this because I don't know if this is indicating that there was a lack of balance. I'm feeling like maybe there's a completion of karma. This is not typically the karma card, though, so I'm not sure. And this Son of Swords, this is the Knight of Swords. You're still typical air, and you're still getting shit done. So you're not letting this hold you back. Again, inside, emotionally, you're regrouping, you're healing, you're taking some... a step back, some time away, you're regrouping, you're going within yourself, you're being safe, and you're not just retreating, you're using the time to get back in touch with yourself and go like, what went wrong, what happened, who am I, where am I at, what am I going to create from this, what's the next step for me. You're being really intentional about going inside and healing, not letting you get this down. I mean, it hurts for sure, but you're not taking it hard. You're letting it be a situation for growth right now, which is awesome. But this Son of Swords on the outside, this Knight of Swords, like people are still seeing you move. And people that this situation that went around with you, they think that you don't care at all. And take that at face value. Sometimes there's a little bit of like emotional security, like, oh, like, I'm glad they don't know how hurt I am. They could also take it that you don't care at all. and that can make them feel more hurt. So if you are in a situation with somebody and you care about how they feel right now, or you're trying to build a bridge or keep a bridge from, you might want to let them know, hey, I did care, I do care, whatever, this did affect me, I'm having to handle this, I'm having to take a second look at this, like, with myself. Don't feel like I said, they're going to think you don't care, because you're still active on the outside. You're still running around. You're still doing you. Typical air sign, just whoa, 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 everywhere. So they think that you don't care. They think that it didn't hurt you. And air signs can be very, definitely have a reputation for like seeming like they don't care. And I'm going to say we, because I'm Aquarius moon. We get that reputation for, oh, they don't really care. They don't get it. Like they're about them. They're in their own space. Like they don't, like this disconnected feeling where we're disengaged from other people. So, that's already something that the reputation's already out there for anyways. And the way in this placement, the Son of Swords is driving the sword down into this Five of Wands card. And it makes me think that there could be a possibility that either you're like this very aggressive, beeline, eye on the target, like killer mode of like finishing this conflict, getting into the middle of it. Could be hurtful and spiteful. I can't rule that out, but this air Knight of Swords is having a hard time moving forward. So, and some, like again, like just in the card placement, this is what I mean. Like he's still looking at the conflict in the Five of Wands. So, if there's any part of you that is still like connected to the drama or feeding into it or hearing it or engaging in it, or if you're still trying to like dictate the flow of stuff and like basically like PR, you're trying to like spin the story, that definitely could be occurring based on the placement here. Okay, so on the Six of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, which is another card very much about balance. Still, now it's upright, so it could mean that you're given tit for tat in this situation, and karma's coming around and going around. And I mean coming around and going around. So, some of this may not all be you, and some of it may be you. The Chariot also is about movement and moving forward. So at this point, especially with like this Ten of Swords, it's kind of like just be done with it, let it rest, and then move forward, move on. And you are going to have to harness your intention to move on, because I feel like on a certain level, you're really emotionally invested in what's gone on. Like you're really involved. It's really got your attention. You're really hooked into it. So for this Chariot, to keep balance, you are going to have to intentionally walk away from it and just give yourself permission to disengage. You're going into yourself. You're giving yourself the permission to have that space to heal, to keep yourself safe. But now it's like giving yourself the permission to move and grow past it and to walk away from it and leave the people that are engaged in it still engaged in it, and let go of any feeling of sense of responsibility or obligation to them on any level. And even if you help create this mess, and I'll be honest, it kind of looks like you did to a certain extent, you don't have to be there to clean it up, because in this situation, you cleaned up your karma. They also have to clean up their karma too. So don't feel like we made a mess together, we got to clean it up together. Each individual party is going to have to settle for themselves. It's not like we made a mess in the kitchen, we're all going to clean it together. Everybody's got like their own pieces of it, and you just have to deal with yours. Don't worry about them and what they got going on. And it could be that has been part of the process. Like the problem is you being too involved in other people's stuff. And not having like enough balance in moving forward. A lot of these characters are looking back. So again, there could be a lot of looking back, not letting go of the past, not letting go of what is to move forward to something better. Okay. All right. Yeah, I really like this Chariot card for you. I really like this Hermit card. Really healing. really healing, really giving yourself the benefit of this experience to utilize as a growth, a lesson for growth, a lesson for healing, to get in touch with yourself. And I feel too like this, the Chariot card is about harnessing the light and dark sides, the light and shadow sides of ourselves, and being able to access both. And the shadow side gets a bad rap. I think you guys know how I feel about that. But only when we are able to get in touch with these sides of ourselves, that can be conflict, can be drama, can be whatever, when these disappointment, the hurt, the pain, only when we allow ourselves to truly feel these and experience them and go through that and learn the lessons and connect with it, can we then flip it and use it as a resource and access that power for growth, and to harness that and channel it into productive things, endeavors, feelings, decisions. And I feel like you're at this point of like, okay, it's time for me to go and not just withdraw inside, but even move forward. Okay, and I think that is about it. All right, 3105. This is going slow. I'm dragging it out, huh? We're having good readings. Okay, so I'm going to put this deck to the side, give it a finish shuffle. There we go, clean it up. Okay, so, excuse me. I want to use this one. I feel like water. Let's do water with this one. Let's see what we got for our water signs going on. Do a couple shuffles. Water. So my Scorpio is in Venus, so I have just a smidge. I don't have a ton. I think I got a couple. I think some random placements in like Neptune or something are also in Scorpio. Some of the slower moving transits, slower moving planets. I mostly fire with some air. Okay, so we got 2 coming out right now. 4 of Cups and the Lovers reversed. Okay, what else do we got? So I'm going to put... I want to do another 5-card spread. Okay, so we're going to do the Lovers reversed in your past position, 4 of Cups in your current position, which makes sense to me as far as the timeline. In the future position, we have the Devil beneath you, the Page of Coins reversed, and above you, the Page of Cups reversed. Whoa! Guys, oh my goodness. I heard that this Pisces full moon was giving people a hard time, and you poor water signs look like you're getting the brunt of it, huh? What my intuition is telling me is that with this Lovers card, something went wrong. You had a connection, it didn't work out, there was a breakup, there was a connection that you wanted that like wasn't quite catching and moving forward the way you wanted. This 4 of Cups is you being disappointed about that in the current, and then moving forward into the Devil energy is you going and trying to make that work. I don't know if it's successful or not. Even if it's successful, you still wind up with Devil energy. If it's unsuccessful, you wind up with Devil energy and you have an unsuccessful relationship. If it's successful, you have Devil energy and a successful dysfunctional relationship. So really, there's no way for this to win. And that also makes sense on your Page of Cups and your Page of Coins to be reversed. This is like super bad news reading that I don't typically get or give. So I'm sorry about this, guys. Hopefully it'll be validating for somebody. We'll get something going here. Page of Coins beneath you is this talks of like concrete plans not coming through the way you wanted them to. On your mind, these talks of, confessions of emotion, like sharing emotion, not coming out the way you wanted to. So these plans that you wanted to happen with this person, these emotional messages that you wanted to have happen, just didn't happen. And right now you are really butthurt. That's the scientific word for it, is butthurt. You are really feeling that. You really had high hopes. You were really emotionally invested in this. I don't have any kind of information on if this was a new crush. Could have been a marriage of 25 years. I don't know. But whatever this was, it just has just, it's so foobar, like up, down, sideways, left, and right. Like, I don't even know what to say about this right now. So let's do some clarifying. Let's do some, and I'm wondering if I can use an oracle deck. I'm feeling like an oracle deck maybe to do some clarifying. Just crazy. Let's do this one. This is the wisdom of the oracle. Let's get some clarifiers on what's going on here. Okay, so the first one is for the lovers. Time for a nap. Okay, so yeah, some stuff went down, was not good, and somebody, probably the other person, from what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing, was like, I want to like take a break. They could have literally just said, I want to take a break. Maybe they didn't even fully break up, but they stepped back. They put pause on it, at least, if not a full stop. Okay, Four of Cups. Talk to me about Four of Cups in the center position. What's going on with that? Four of Cups. Any messages about this Four of Cups? I feel bad for you guys. Oh my gosh, this is... I mean, I've been here. I mean, who hasn't? This is horrible. I'm so sorry. Hopefully we'll get you guys some good news. This one. Here and now. Yep. So you are, this is just time-wise, like here and now. This is where you are. This is what's happening. And I feel, again, intuition speaking that you are having to admit to yourself what's going on. Like there's a denial or like a fantasy or like a dream, and you're having to just get real and go right here in the here and now. Like this is not happening. This is where it's at, is this Four of Cups disappointment. Okay, Devil card next. I have some messages for the Devil card. I don't know, like a card saying the present on a card position of the present is not very illuminating, I know, but she's in an egg. She's in between two signs that say, one says past, one says future. She's got a little flag. The flag says, I can't tell. I think it says here and now. And there's a door. It seems to be open or something. So, you know, also in this card is the message that your power to change is always in the here and now. It's in the present moment. So Eckhart Tolle, power of now. Here and now is where you can make change, because if you don't want to go into this Devil energy, if you're tired of having these Page of Cups and Page of Coins reversed, shit ain't going the way you want it, your power to change that is now. You can't change the outcome, but you can change your future outcome and what seeds you plant for the future. Okay, Devil card. I'm interested in hearing what's going on with you. I'm going to need some more information on you. So take the doorway of the now to access a better future. And you can change how you feel in the present. I know that sounds insane with what heartbreak and misery you got going on. All of that glitters for the Devil card. So to me, that is saying that it may look good on the outside, but you want something that is actually good, not just looks good. And those relationships with Devil energy, sometimes they don't even look good. So don't be lured by what stuff looks like. Be concerned with what it really is. Be concerned with what's really happening. Okay, Page of Coins next, please. Yeah, and this could be in your personal belief system. This could be like some healing going on from childhood or your foundational core beliefs that you have to have a mate, you have to have a spouse, you have to have a man or a woman, depending on who you are. And it could be that, A, you don't need that. Like, that's not actually true. That's just some sort of a belief that's cultural or familial that you picked up. And the other one is that it has to look okay. Sometimes we're in relationships and it doesn't look okay, and it's not okay, and it's okay for it to not be okay. It's okay for you to admit that. It's okay to look a mess to the world, like nobody's counting. Sometimes we can spend more energy trying to make stuff look like it's okay, that if we took that same energy and applied it towards actually fixing it or changing it or ourselves, we would be looking better and also feeling better and actually having something true and genuine that really is healthy for us. Chop wood for Page of Coins. So, oh man, this is hitting me so hard. What you want as far as these plans and commitments and actions taken with this person, you do that for you. This is a self-love where you really put the pedal to the metal, the rubber meets the road on doing self-love, self-care. Okay, so I got the Page of Cups card already. So for the chopped wood, you take the action that feels loving to you. And this also has this door, just like the here and now does. And this is, to me, saying that the action you take now is the doorway to the health, the love, the happiness, the serenity. And if you want an action to tie to that, whatever it is you were asking from this other person, you give yourself that. Ask yourself to give that to you. And I'll just leave that there. If anybody has questions or comments on that, or what that could mean, let me know, because that's a huge, like, it's a whole nother video in and of itself. But do the daily. Do the daily routine, do the grind, do the work, do one foot in front of the other, do the next right thing. And through that action, you will bring yourself back in equilibrium with yourself, with self-love, self-care to yourself. The Page of Cups reversed, that came out with the tribe. And I'm really feeling like this love and connection, this emotion that you want, the sense of belonging and love, and just like these watery, emotive sentiments and words like whispering sweet nothings, like affirmations, value, like all of these statements, like get that from your tribe. Always yourself, that goes without saying. But go to your people. If you don't have them, create it. Go find them. Literally, go find them. But you can get, and again, this could be a belief, but you can get validation and love and self-worth or worth or affirmation validation from more people than just a lover. And maybe that's part of what this is teaching you, is that if you have a lover who is not hooked up with your best interest, it's okay to go get what you want as far as emotional love and care from other people. It can't replace self-love. But if you're already doing that with like taking action towards yourself, this is going to be the icing on the cake. And everybody, no matter how emotionally healthy and independent you are, needs people around them to be affirming and loving and to speak good things to them and over them and for them. So go access, like you've been just going to one person to say, hey, I need this from you. I need this emotional care or love, or I need to know you love me. Open that up so that you're open to more people than just that one person giving you those words and those messages of love. Okay, so this started out really nasty, and I feel like it took a turn, and now you've got some good, now it's hard. It's going to be, if you are, and I just want to acknowledge this, if you've really been all up with this person, it's going to be hard to reframe that. It's going to be difficult to start spreading that around back to yourself, to other people, taking your focus and putting it on different situations, people, things. And again, chop wood, just be consistent in turning towards other people, turning towards yourself, turning towards better scenarios, better, even like your self-talk. Just say things to you that feel better, that make you feel better than what you were doing. And it will take a bit of time. It's not going to be instantaneous, but if you're really put your heart into it and really try and give yourself the permission to feel better, you'll be feeling better quick. Honestly, really quick. I definitely recommend YouTube videos at this point in time for like affirmations, any kind of like positive stuff, definitely watch comedies. Watch comedies on TV, watch stand-up comedians. If you really are creative and you like to watch creative TV, or if you like to do your own hobbies yourself, do that. And ask people out. Ask them over to your house to hang out. Ask them out for drinks. Ask them out for dinner. Ask them out for movies. Go out and get back in with the world with other people. And take a class. I don't know who that was for, but that came specifically to me. So if you want to take a class, yes, the universe is telling you take a class. Go do that. That's a great way to build your own self-esteem, to build your own skill set, to get in touch with people, and to build relationships with people around you who can see and observe your skills, your strengths, your self-worth, and give you positive affirmations back to you. And you have a common activity that's good and building and positive and healthy that can really help you feel better too. So, okay, let's get this cleaned up. Give yourself a hug, water signs, or whoever this is for. You know, it's all messages. So even if you're like, you know, predominantly a fire sign, but you resonate with this message, like just take it. Take what's for you. Like, you know, I just say what I think, but, you know, Spirit knows who needs to hear what. So it's all in the same video. All right, so let's give this one a clean up shuffle. Clean up shuffle. Perfect. All right, now for the earth. Here we go. This one back. I'm going to try one of my new decks. It is so charming to me. It's the Animal Totem. And for that, my earth signs. And I just love this deck. It's so fun. It's so charming. Whoever created it really put a lot of great thought into it. And I love, they just captured tarot so well, but in a new way that's really fresh. And just love it. Love it. 46 minutes. Holy smokes, earth signs. You had to wait, huh? Of course, this will be time-stamped. Of course. Okay, so I'd like to do a cross spread for my earth signs as well. Okay, so, dang it. Nope, 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 nope. Wait a minute. Is this exactly 5 cards? It is. That was quick. You guys are ready to go, huh? Okay, bam. There it is. Okay. That was like one of the quickest shuffles in the world. In the center, we have the sun. Oh, great. How wonderful is that? You're doing good. You're healthy. You're feeling good. You're in your flow. Things are going right for you. You're just enjoying it. You're laid back. You're not having to force anything. You're coming out of a scenario with the 3 of Cups where you've had some really great connection with friends, hanging out with people, socializing, really having quality conversations, quality relationships, enjoying yourself, having celebrations, just really great social times with true connectedness, fun and true connectedness, which at the same time is a big deal. In your future, we have Page of Wands reversed. So there's a new start or a new learning, some new messages that is fiery that's not coming through. We'll get to this. And then below you, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So you've got your court cards are upside down. So above you is Judgment. The Sun is 19 and Judgment is 20. So you have a really good spread right there as far as like the flow of the numbers, numerology. And this Judgment is that you are thinking about something, like you're feeling so good that you're thinking about, I think that there's some stuff that I could bring back. Like it might have been dead and gone, or it might have been an old idea, but there's some kind of like new rejuvenation that's coming to you that you're feeling so good and so confident that you're starting to access. I mean, you're definitely growing to the next step. But I just feel like there's this Lazarus feeling of like something coming back from the dead. And it's because you are feeling so good and so powerful and so in tune that you have the confidence. You're ready to just go. You're ready like, yeah, let's get it done. Let's go with this. Okay, Queen of Cups and Page of Wands reversed. I'm feeling like this is weird because you're in such a good space right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Like, why would your court card be upside down? Because this doesn't make sense to me. So, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, like not feeling emotional, not... Do you feel like you're drowning? Like, what is it? Do you feel overwhelmed? Are you afraid? You're afraid that you're going to get swept up in the emotion? Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups reversed. Okay, this is, I'm just going to go with it. You're feeling upset because you're having to make a new start because there was a Knight of Cups that was lying to you or betrayed you, kind of stabbed you in the back. And you're upset about that. Your emotions are really in turmoil right now. And you're having to start over. And you're not super happy about that. This seems like not in connection with the rest of the deck. So I don't know who that resonates for. Okay, here we go. Strength reversed on the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is the second strength card reversed that we've had in today's readings. That's interesting. So you would like to do something. You would like to do something. You want to say something. You want to start, like, go back to school. I just had the thing about the class one for the water signs. You want to go back, but you don't have the confidence. You don't feel like you have the strength. This is weird. I'm wondering if you're just feeling too tired. I feel like there's just like this dramatic, like there's this cutoff. Like this is such a slow, sloggy energy. And then like right here, you're doing so good. You're coming from a good place. You're feeling strong. Like I just felt like this exhilaration and exuberance. Like you feel like nothing can stop me. And then over here, it's just crap's going wrong. Okay, so we're going to access... We're going to do the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, so we're just going to ask a question. Why the change? Spirit, why the change for the earth signs? Why are they coming from such a strong place and then stuff just like, it's like it hits a wall and everything turns sideways? There's this disconnection. Something interrupts the energy and the story. What's going on here? Here and now. Okay. A leg up. Is that it? Any more? Okay. So here and now and a leg up. So it could be that you feel great and from this vantage point, you are ready to start some new stuff. Like this Sun card is down here and you're thinking about, I want to do more. I'm ready for more. I want to do more. Like, let's get to it. I'm all about that. And the reason that you feel that way is because all of this is in the here and now. Your excitement and your visualizations, that's in the here and now. That desire, that exuberance and confidence, that strength, that's in the here and now. It's like when you get into the future, you start forecasting and then you get into fear, anxiety. You know, you don't know if what you need is going to be there when you get there. And I'm feeling like your lesson is to stay in the here and now because you can't time travel. You can't go into the future and live tomorrow, today. You have to live today, today. Today is where your strength and power is. You can plant seeds for tomorrow. You can do that manifesting for tomorrow. But you can't live tomorrow today. And if you try to do that, that's when you get drained. That's when you have this energy that goes, just seizes up and just gets clunky and like just a big mud puddle, like quicksand. This leg up is you have resources that people will help you because you are going to need help. Like that's just, like everybody needs help. It's not a thing. It's not you. It's not because you didn't do something right or you're not good enough. Everybody needs help, and you need to recognize that you need help. You need to ask for help, and then you need to accept help. And if right now you feel okay, that's fine. But whenever you come in time to the moment where you do need help, ask for some help. Because you may be looking at your future plans, like this Page of Wands, going to school. I really feel like this is going to school. Like, I don't know, learning something. Could be learning in an informal, doesn't have to be like at college, but you're wanting to do some sort of learning. You're wanting to do some messages. You're wanting to do some communication. You're wanting to start a new endeavor. And you're like, this is so hard, I can't do it. Well, no, you can't do tomorrow's work today. And when you get there, you're going to have help. So you don't calculate into the hard that it's going to be that you're also going to have help to help you with the hard. Does that make sense? And you're thinking, I got to do this all by myself. And that's not true. It'll be hard, and that's okay. And then when you get there and it's hard, then you ask for help, and then that person helps you, and then you can keep going. And this Queen of Cups, there is definitely a betrayal. So again, stay in the here and now with this. And this Queen of Cups, I mean, I really like this card on one hand, but then it's like a moose or water buffalo or something. And she's underwater. And I like it because this mammal is completely comfortable being submerged with her head underwater. She's swimming. She's completely comfortable there. She's like amphibious spiritually with her emotions and her spirit, but then this sense of drowning and suffocation and being pushed under and just held back and held down is so palpable when it's reversed. So emotionally, if something went wrong with a person, ask for help. And this could be, true for some of you, I don't know. But if you're in a relationship that is abusive, like toxic, if it's like physically abusive, if you have domestic violence, with this Seven of Swords and this Knight of Cups reversed, you really could need a leg up. And I would encourage you to get professional help. I would encourage you to go to like your local DHS. Sometimes they have domestic violence grants. Like go to a women's shelter, get some legal advice, something, because for anybody who is that resonates for, your head's under the water. You are going to need help, and this leg up card is for you to get that help because you deserve, you need a new start, and you're ready. This Page of Wands, you have a new start here in the cards, and you need to do it. It's your soul is calling you. You want to do it, and when we have that message from our own higher self, from our inner being about what we want, we need to do it. We need to engage on that, and you will need help to do that. And go get the help. Go accept the help. To be smart. Don't, you know your situation best, but, be smart and access what's out there. And it's at least worth asking the question. Okay. You don't have to have the answer. Again, this here and now card is for you too, for this Queen of Cups situation. Focus on the here and now. Focus on being safe in this moment physically. Focus on being cared for in this moment emotionally. Focus on what you can do to take action now in this moment for right now and for your future. You cannot know everything. You can't know every outcome. You can't take every action in the world. You can take every action that's needed if you are listening to yourself, because your guides, your own higher self, your inner being will speak with you and give you those ideas and inspirations as they come. So you can do what's needed. And you have a new start right here. I mean, that's just so clear. So don't be afraid to let go of the past, let go of what happened, and move forward, because there's a new start here. And you have some really good, sun energy. You have people around you that are there to help you. So, for again, anybody in the situation that's bad at home, or anybody just feeling drowning by these emotions and, relationships that have been toxic in the past, you also do have good assets and help around you, people who are resources, people who love you and who support you. Definitely reach out to them too. Okay. All right. Well, we got through all 4 signs and did 4 readings today. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope you have a great day.